today. I'm in the Yorkshire Dales. Yeah, it's a night walk though. I've just parked up at just in front of the Buck Inn in Buckden. I arrived an hour or so, had a cheeky pint in the Buck, of course. Well, tomorrow I'm on another adventure that starts at 9:30. I may or may not be able to film much of that, but I need to be here tonight. And at the moment the evening is glorious. It's dark but dry and not that cold. I've got about an hour or so trek in the dark. I've picked a spot from a tent just away up here. I've picked a perfect spot, I think. So I'll get back to you in a few minutes. Hi, I'm Warren Brandon. Welcome to another Linleys video. Yeah, hot chocolate. Lovely. Well, I'm set up with my tent. I got my Sulu out. Bit of an overkill really. The old Gilliberg Sulu for this sort of camp. It's not windy tonight. I just fancied a bit more space. And it's winter time, so it's about time I got it out, shake the dust off. I think the next thing is to give you a quick glimpse at some of the food I got this evening. It's a dehydrated plus a few extras. Yeah, so here we go. What have I got this evening? I've got a fire pot, green gumbo. Not had that one before. I've had it a little while actually. I've had it a few months. I've used quite a few of the fire pots in the past and never been dissatisfied. Green gumbo. But I do find these dehydrated meals a little bit on the dry side. So in addition, I've got one of these Blue Dragon sticky teriyaki sauce gooey kind of packets, which I'll be able to heat and drop in as well. So that's main meal. Pudding, I've got, well, you won't be surprised, I've got some custard, and I've got, for a change, some mince pies. Now, you could argue that mince pies and custard don't really go together, but I'm going to give it a go. And I've got, to save all the mullering of the boxes, I've actually invested in a little plastic box for my two pies. So they are intact, but I've had to carry the pot, but that's all right. Breakfast tomorrow, I've got one of these Starburst porridge pots for the morning. I haven't yet opened my super-sized Hobgoblin Ruby beer. It's kind of tall size, if you can imagine that. It's rather taller than a standard can. But I'm not in a rush. I'm just going to finish my hot chocolate and look out of my tent. I can see some little twinkly lights and a few cars going by. Well, I'm not sure about the green bit. There's no evidence of green, I don't think. And I don't know what gumbo is either. But anyway, green gumbo it is. I might need to add a little bit more water. Yeah, let that go for a bit. So I've got this in Keeping Hot down pouch. James from Sussex Outdoors makes them, sells them from Collins Outdoor Gear Essentials website. Ideal for keeping rehydrating food hot while it's rehydrating. While I'm just fiddling around here, let me show you a little torch I've been making use of for the last couple of weeks. It's really good. It's a TrustFire torch. They've been very kind and sent one out to me. I use torches. I've got lots of torches. I've got my head torch on as well, of course. But this little torch is a very handy everyday carry kind of torch. I have found it super reliable and an ideal companion for general out and about and certainly camping. I've used it camping a few times now. It's the MT20 made by TrustFire. It's 1050 lumens on max, and I've got it on its lowest at the moment, and it's still pretty good. It's got a USB-C charging port, and I usually leave it just underneath the clip here. Can I do that one-handed? Yeah. So just inside there. there's a USB-C charging hole with a little plastic rubber cover. I usually leave that just on top just to make sure it doesn't open by accident. There's a good sized battery in the back section there. It's got quite a wide field of view. If I just shine it in front of my tent here, you can see that it's got a good little local patch. I find the beam shape soft and good for general use. It's not a pencil beam and it's not a wide flood. It's a good combination. So there are 4 brightnesses, and this is on its lowest at the moment. Just a single bip makes it go up a level, and then that's the second one up. That's a good brightness. Obviously it disappears over in the distance with the hill there, but if I go to the side slightly, you can see that goes a good distance. That's about 20 meters over there, and another bip makes it the next brightness up, and then the final bip makes it the full brightness. And that really, you can see that burning out in the middle there, and a broad beam. It's really good. And another bip to make it go down. On and off is a slightly longer kind of firm press and hold for probably about 2 seconds. Yeah, so that's the TrustFire MT20. The good people of TrustFire have very kindly given me a sample to play with and demonstrate. I've been very, very pleased with it. So thank you, TrustFire. I'm going to make good use of it on my camps for the future as an everyday carry kind of torch. Well, I think I'm going to check on my rehydrating meal just to see what it's up to. Yeah, that's looking good. I think that's coming together. It is a dry-ishy kind of meal, so I am going to go for my sticky teriyaki extra sauce. You're going to laugh if it doesn't really blend, but it's the one I've got and I like it, so I'm going to stick it in. Well, I'm sure the people of Firepot won't be happy with me adding a bit of teriyaki sauce, but I'm going to anyway. Well, that's got a bit more goo, hasn't it? Yeah, we like a bit of goo, bit of sauce. Right, blend of flavours. What's it going to be like? Any good? I've used the teriyaki sauce pot, a packet thing, several times before, so I'm familiar with that flavour. I'm not actually sure what the green gumbo main meal tastes like, but too dry for me. So this is a good blend. Sorry, Firepot, I've made an improvement on your meal. Hey up. I haven't had my beer yet opened. Here we go, Hobgoblin Ruby. Yeah. Whoa, a little bit lively, even in this cold weather. Cheers. I'm always a bit worried about knocking my beer over, so I'll stick it in my boot. Hopefully it'll stay upright that way. Two mince pies, buried now in custard. Mince pies, hey? Well, it is almost Christmas. Just over a week before Christmas, so happy Christmas. Well, I finished all that custard. I need to do some washing up though. The wind has picked up quite a lot, so I've done up my outer shell. Just left the inner loose for the moment. I got my bed ready and all snuggled down really. It's only about 20 past 10, so it's a bit early yet. I've got some more beer to drink. I might put a podcast on to listen to on my phone and just while away an hour or so. How about if I give you a quick tour inside my tent, show you my winter gear? Yeah, so my airbed is the Neo Air Thermarest. I've been really pleased with that. I've had like years now. And of course my Flextail pillow, I find that incredibly comfortable. Sleeping bag for this winter, I've upgraded to a RAB this time. I've been pleased with my other sleeping bags, but I don't know, just might as well go for a little bit more comfort. It's a bit more bulky, but this RAB Ascent with the 1100 fill I'm in it. It's much warmer. It'll be the first time I've used it out in a tent. I used it one night at home and roasted just for the fun of it. But this will be the first time using it properly in the tent. Okay, it's just after 11 now. Finished my beer, been out, done a wee, done some washing up, you know, tent stuff. Snuggled down in my sleeping bag. It's probably time to say night-night, really. Just going to finally say I really enjoyed using this TrustFire Torch. I used it on a woodland camp with Dan a week or two back, so I'll cut in some shots of me using the torch in the woodland as well. Okay, so it's time to say night-night, really. I'll catch you in the morning. I've got an alarm set for 6:30, so I better get some shut-eye. Night. Well, good morning. Good morning. It's 6:30. Alarm's just gone off. Eyes don't want to work this morning yet. I need to get a shifty on. I need to be back down at the car park in Buckden for another adventure today. I may not be able to video record that at all. Hopefully I can vlog a little bit. It's a training course, navigational training course. Never been on a course before, so that's why I'm here basically. But I need to be down there, repack my bag, day sack, check my gear, and be ready to meet up with them at 9:30. So I better get a shifty on this morning now, really. Coffee, breakfast, pack up and off. It's a lovely morning, a bit nippy, wind's still cutting a little bit, but it's just before 7:30, so I need to get off. Yeah, well that's it, all packed up, cleared up, no rubbish of course, all collected, got it in my bag, there we are, see that there. Not dawn just yet, but the light is just creeping up over the hills over there, and that's the way I'm going back down to Buckden. I'm off again, back down to my car, just follow up, just come off the top ridge that I found last night, came around down this track again, the same way that I came up last night. I've got an hour and a half or so before I need to get back to the Buckden car park for my next adventure. Like I was saying earlier, it's a skills course, a navigational skills course. I've been trekking mountains 40 years, but never ever have I been on a proper formal course. So I thought I'd book myself on a proper course and learn some tricks. Thank you for following along and watching this video. I appreciate your support on my channel. There'll be more, of course, but for now, from the Yorkshire Dales, thanks for watching and bye for now.